Bubba block, KA24E, 40 thousandths over, 90 millimeter ITM pistons. Dropped a valve 2 years ago with my low comp head. These are the stock pistons that come in the low compression KA that came out on, I guess, and they weren't on the SE models. The SE models had the flat top pistons that made 9.5. This one was only making 8.5 for my low comp. That's a stock head. I never had it milled. I just cleaned it up after I took it out of the car, did 3-angle. But that one is the one I dropped the valve in. This is the block that I had dropped the valve in, but luckily the pistons I had already ordered for the original Bubba, which this block isn't. This is number 2. Anyways, I got the ITM pistons. I got a buddy out in Florida with ONJ Performance. His name's Omar. He hooked up some stainless steel valves with the swirl polish. When I originally purchased these valves from ONJ Performance, it was advertised as a set of 12. Well, when he checked his stock, 2 valves were missing. But they do sell single valves also, so I mean, hey, whatever. All I know is he's got 2 getting cut this weekend. They'll be here Monday, or be at his place Monday morning, and hopefully arriving by me no later than Thursday. I'm hoping by Wednesday I'll have them so I can drop the new valves in, get my head gasket in, and run my sequence. Make some other small repairs on my head. I've got to get this redone. I need to put a new Healy coil on because it's not matching the threads. This one also needs new Healy. This head needs a little bit of work, man. The exhaust side has a few bolts that are stripped out, so before I do any of that, I need to get my valves. But I ain't gonna have no fucking oil leaks on this, and I don't want to run another head. This is my high comp right here. This head right here will produce with these pistons about 13 to 1 on the ITM pistons that I have at 90 millimeter, and she should run great. I got ACL Duraglide connecting rod bearings, ACL main bearings, ARP connecting rod bolts, ARP head bolts, polished my crank. I polished the valves. I polished everything. Everything got cleaned up. It's ready to go. Went over to Kragen's or O'Reilly's at this point. Was a Kragen's a couple of years ago. O'Reilly's hooked up the new 6-puck. New pressure plate. It's going to clamp more than the stock pressure plate that the other clutch had. The other clutch did replace this at no cost. I was very pleased with that. These guys redeemed themselves in a big way with me. They had ordered a bunch of parts for another vehicle and a few other vehicles that I had been working on. Really set me back as far as time wise. Messed me up on my build here. But you know, through the grace of God, I was able to get this done. Been waiting 2 years, and you know, the time is now. KA is going to be back on the street, man. Can't wait. My car needs to be cleaned up outside. Had some haters hating on me, broke my window. It's an ex-employer of mine. Disrespectful. It's all good. He's getting deported. Fucking punk. Got all kinds of hardware, man. These are the ARP head bolt cap nuts. ARP special washers. Got a lot of stuff in here that was replaced. The only pieces that are stock in here now are the connecting rods and the crank. I kept the connecting rod stock because it has an oil jet on it, which will help the fatigue of the pistons. And if I shoot nitrous, you know, it'll be a little bit better. Cool down. I know the nitrous is going to cool it down, but it'll keep it wet too. It's going to help when that piston expands, man. I got to have that little bit of oil in there. So hopefully should come out okay. Make some good power. I'm hoping to make at least 300 with what I got right here. Everything that I put into this, you know, maybe upgrade the injectors and get a upgraded fuel pump so that I can make numbers. I need to get a chromatic head gasket so that I can get higher compression. It made 13 to 1 compression with this Felpro gasket here. Okay, that's pretty thick material. I know that the chromatic is a lot thinner. I can get one, I think the thinnest one I can get is about 40 thou. I'd like to get one at about 30 thou. 20 thou would be kill. I'd make big numbers. At 40 thou, it's possible. I'm looking at 15, maybe a little more than 15 to 1 compression. But these motors came out with chromatic gaskets. I just can't find them anywhere, man. I can't find them anywhere. There's places that have turbo kits available, and I think you can order the gasket through them, but I can't find them on the internet no more. I don't remember what the fuck the name was. Anybody got some input, just let me know, man. It would help me out tremendously as far as my numbers, because the bottom end's ready. Now, all I can do to improve performance is raise my compression a little more by getting the chromatic head gasket that's going to raise the compression more, as opposed to a Felpro head gasket, which is taking my compression out. You know, this head's pretty much maxed out. I can probably mill a little bit more and make, you know, 15, 16 on those gaskets, but then when I get the chromatic, it's going to be too much. Probably break my rings, and I don't need that. So 13 is my target. 12.5, 13.1. That's all I need, man. I mean, huge numbers with that on the stock block that had 200,000 miles on it. It was broken in really good. You could still see the hone marks inside the cylinders, but it was broken in real good. And it spun them through 5th gear, man. 120 miles an hour. I hit 140 in a very short period of time on the 101 here in the Central Coast, California. Anyways, stay posted, man. I'll keep putting more videos. I'll be done here in a couple days, and we'll start it and see what she does. Thanks.